Hello, this is Bingham with the Native Connections program with the Eastern Shawnee tribe. Today we wanted to show you a little bit about how to cook one of my favorite desserts that is culturally related. Today we're going to do grape dumplings, and now there's different ways people do them, but I'm going to show you how I've been taught around here at the tribe, and you can always adjust your ingredients on how much you want to make. I'm going to do a real small portion today just to show you guys how it's done. So let's step into this kitchen and get to cooking. All right, so one of the first things you should do when you make grape dumplings is you get you some Welch's grape juice, and you'll want to put, normally about 32 ounces in a pot, and put it on the stove and get it to starting to warm up and boil while you make your dough. A lot of people like sugars in there, so they'll put maybe a cup of sugar in it, depending on the size. I like mine tart, so I don't generally put sugar in it. But then you'll need some self-rising flour, shortening, and baking powder to make your dumplings. So while your grape juice is boiling, you'll get you a pan, and you're going to make, or a bowl like this, and you're going to make dumplings. So generally, for enough to feed a couple people, you'll do a cup of flour, about a half a teaspoon of baking soda, and some shortening. So, but we're not going to do that. I'm not going to make that much today. So we're just going to take a half a cup of flour, just a quarter teaspoon of baking powder, and a half a teaspoon of shortening, which you're going to cut into the dumplings as you make them. So you mix all that together, and while you're doing that, you take your grape juice and you pour a little in there so your powder will stick. And you don't want your dumplings real sticky or too stiff. You want to be able to roll them or cut them. Some people do that when they make them. So what you do is you just mix all this together. And if you get them too wet, you can always put a little more flour in it. So you'll do that. And when you get done, you'll have them. And what they generally look like when you're done is this. We have some grape dumpling dough. So when you got it like this, it's nice and firm. It's not real sticky. Generally, people will pinch it off at like a pea size. You can do bigger if you want. And then we'll take this over to our grape juice that's boiling. So we're going to step over to the stove to where our grape juice is and get this cooking. You take your dumpling, whether it's pea size or a little bigger, and you want to put it into your grape juice you've had boiling. Now don't drop it too high up, or it might splash on you and burn you. But they'll float while they're cooking. Generally, they'll sink down when they're done. You'll want to make sure to stir it so it doesn't just scorch your grape juice. And then when they're done, you'll be ready to eat, and it'll look like this. This is what it'll look like when you're done. You're ready to eat. Just make sure to thoroughly cook your dumplings so they're not mushy, and you're ready to go. And that's how you make grape dumplings, at least for me. Like I said, there's many different ways you can make them. Some people put fruit in them. Some people will use fry bread to put on under the grape dumplings. So there's different ways to do it. If you guys have something you'd like us to cook, let me know via email at bbingham@sto.net, or you can give my office a phone call, and we'll include that in the next video. So thank you for your time, and have a good day.